And with these recent accusations of child abuse at daycare, how do you know if your daycare is safe?
Rebecca Clough goes in depth tonight on what parents should look for.
When it comes to picking a place for childcare, it's not an easy job for parents. Jamie Trampty Brassfield, who works for the nonprofit Family and Child Care Resources of Northeastern Wisconsin, says there are resource centers for every county in the state. Their job is to help families find safe childcare. She says if you don't start with a resource center, then you should start by looking at licensed and regulated daycares and take a tour.
If you're starting with an infant, you want to see the infant room and talk to the infant teachers, but you also want to see what's happening in the 2-year-old classroom, what's happening in the 4-year-old classroom. What about the school age classroom? How do you feel with all of those spaces? Because who's the teacher that's in the infant room today might not be there tomorrow. They might be sick.
The Wisconsin Department of Children and Families regulates daycares. They declined an on-camera interview, but suggested families use their YoungStar website to look up a daycare to see if it meets health, safety, and licensing standards.
The YoungStar system is Wisconsin's quality rating and improvement system.
So if you want to look up a daycare, start on the DCF website, hit Find Childcare. Then there's a couple ways to look one up. You can either type in their address or even pick just the county. And you can see what daycares are nearby to where you live. If you have a name of a daycare, you can type it in. And not only can you find the exact YoungStar rating by clicking on that daycare, but then you can also find any violations that correspond to that daycare. And you can find exactly what those violations are by clicking on them.
Trampty Brassfield says ask about those violations, then trust your gut.
If your child is going to spend 8 to 10 to 12 hours there, you want to make sure that all of their needs are going to be met.
DCF did give me some extra advice for parents. They say make an unexpected visit to your child's daycare to see how your child or others are being treated. The state does make unannounced visits to daycares, but if there's no serious violations, they usually only happen once per year. Reporting in Milwaukee, Rebecca Clough, TMJ4 News.